today's video, we are going to show you the process on how to make kape or coffee and an inandila.
We chose to make a video about kape or coffee and inandila because it is one of our famous delicacy here in Kalinga. We mostly offer this to our visitors as it means we welcome them. That's also why we in Kalinga are very known as being hospitable. The process we'll be using in making our products is purely natural without using any machines. So let's go and start by making kape.
In this process, we pound the coffee in order to peel it off using the asong or mortar, the thing where we pound the coffee, and alu or pestle, the long wooden stick which used to separate the peel of the coffee from the coffee bean inside the asong. After that, when you notice that the coffee already peeled off, put it in a bigao or the winnowing basket. In this process, we call it mantoop or winnowing to remove the chaff of the coffee and only the coffee bean would remain. To ready it for the next process, we call the selat or the roasting process. This is now the next process we call selat or the roasting process, where the coffee bean must be roasted until it turns into a dark color. Our roasting process takes 1 hour to 30 minutes until it turns dark. After that, put it again in the bigao or winnowing to lessen the heat of the coffee bean. Then winnow it again to remove the excess chaff that burned through the process of roasting. The final process called the grinding, using again the asong or mortar and the alu or the pestle to pound the coffee beans in order to grind them into powder. This is now the powdered coffee and it is now ready to cook for a coffee drink. The next video is the process of making inandila to be led by Jea Ruth Estrada. So let's go watch and learn the process on how to make inandila.
Here are the ingredients needed in making inandila. 1. Pounded malagkit. 2. Taktakong leaves. 3. Coconut cream. 4. Brown sugar. The first step in making inandila is to mix some water with pounded malagkit. Use enough water to make it one big malagkit dough. Did you know that inandila is short for sinandila, which means just like a tongue? The second step is to portion it into fist-sized balls, then shape it into a tongue. Wrap it with a taktakong leaves, but before wrapping it with a taktakong leaves, make sure to heat the leaves over a fire to make them pliable and smear the inside of the leaves with a drop of oil. Inandila is a type of suman made from pounded sticky rice, galapong. It is a delicacy native to the Kalinga people and is usually served in special occasions. Let us remember that food is a reflection of a place and of its people, their way of life and their traditions. Knowing the stories behind every dish, having a snapshot of how these are being prepared, and actually experiencing it gives you a better understanding of the culture of every place you visit. Here in our province, Kalinga, our native delicacy inandila is made from our very own heirloom rice called jackpot rice. By continuing to prepare this delicacy, we are helping to preserve a piece of our culture. When the inandila is already wrapped, put it in a cauldron, pour some water in it, enough to steam cook the suman. Cooking time usually takes approximately 30 minutes, but depending on the amount. When the inandila is already cooked, unwrap it from the taktakong leaves and put it in a nice bowl. But before that, you must dip it in a dipping sauce or what we call ladek or latek. After that, you can already serve it to your friends, family, or visitors.